Man, that combo was gonna haunt me. I'm gonna go home and hit it first try.
Dude, trust me. As soon as you're on stream and you have to like, it's like
no, I can't do that combo anyway. So don't worry about the stream. I just can't do it. It's not my combo. I don't play very much Sadira.
Yeah.
So Glacius is still very much keep away character, right?
Yeah. One of the changes, you know, that was the damage output. So they actually made his. You're gonna make me human again. You're gonna have to do that every time. It's gonna suck. But
I forgot.
His jump back instant overheads with any kick button got a little slower because when they were, you know, instant still and the damage increase, you see how much damage they do?
Oh, yeah.
Those add up. If you eat 3 or 4 of them, then you're like, man, that's so stupid.
So could he do Yoga Sniper stuff
Oh, yeah,
before?
of course. He still can. It's just before it was even faster than that. It was way faster.
So this will hit you while you're crouching then?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It definitely does. So that's still a really good tactic with him for sure. Because like if you have like a hail out, you're holding hail, and then you do like a shoulder, and then like I block the shoulder, the hail's coming, and you just do instant jump back medium kick, and I'm like, well, that life is really hard. Like,
how do I do shoulder? Oh, there it is.
First go back. It's called cold shoulder.
Like that, right? And then I just get that.
Yeah, you get that. You get it. So you gotta angle it, but yeah, light kick is really easy to hit. It goes like straight down. It's really fun. Cold shoulder, so dorky. Iron Galaxy, thanks for that one. He gained a new move too. Him and Thunder actually. Triple kick. You can hold on to it. So this is real tricky. So
you can move around?
You can move around. It's like he doesn't have a forward or backwards dash.
Oh, right.
You would love this move because it's all about some funky setups, man. He has some cool stuff with it. So call out a hail, and then hold it, and then liquidize, and go under. You see that? Yeah, so he does like hard knockdown. That slip and slide. You know what you can do? You can slide under me and then come back to the front. You know what I'm saying? And you know how the neutral jump game with throw is really like popular? Neutral jump real quick. I'll whiff throw. I can block.
Right.
It'd be a shame if you just walked up to me and did liquidize, and then I whiff throw, and then
you can't
come
throw
out
him out of this. Okay,
so that's what liquidize does for him.
Gotcha.
Sick, right?
Gives him that neutral jump.
So yeah, Glacius walk speed is so slow, but you can walk up to somebody and then just liquidize it like His forward throw is really great in the corner because you can actually combo off of it. You're not dashing. You can combo off of it with any manual, but this is what makes it so stupid.
Dang, it's
you have a long time. You know what makes it so silly is, let's say I think you're gonna do a medium attack, so just do like forward throw and then just wait and then just throw me again. Alright, medium breaker. Oh shit, medium breaker. So I can't tech the throw if I'm trying to break a strength, because that's not throw tech, right? You know what I mean? So let's say you do like you do throw, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tech the throw. If you do like a fierce, then I get locked out because that's a light breaker. So I'm like screwed. Like, it's a really, really unfortunate 50-50. I'm just like, oh, life's really hard. It's actually worse than a 50-50, I think. It's really screwed. But yeah, another thing that changed is that his shoulder's way better on block now. But it got a lot better. Well, before it was too, but he had a problem where against Conrad would put out like his projectile, and he couldn't go through the projectile with that. So they wanted to fix that, and by fixing that issue in that one matchup, his shoulder became active later, and like it's really good on block. Or I think it's active earlier. It's way better on block now. Like it's like. So I could not hit a button.
I can distance it well like that, right?
Yeah, you actually are plus sometimes. Like you be plus if you space it correctly. So it's actually really good. And the other thing is do light punch hail and then just let it go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It bounces. It did not use the bounce. This is a really big problem for a character like her, who is like, how do I approach? You just anti-air me when I jump, and there's a hail bouncing, and then you have an unblockable projectile. It's like,
what's his best anti-air?
Back fierce is really good. That's really good. And that's special cancelable, so you can do back, like I'll jump and do back fierce and a hail. Oh no! And then I block that, and then project that comes out. Or it's really good. So trickiness.
Yeah, he looks cool.
He's so fun. I don't like zoners usually. I love Glacius.
I mean the reason why I actually like this bouncing one, because it actually makes me feel like the KI, the original KI, because he had the bouncing fireball.
And look how far it goes. Do medium hail or light? Yeah, light. Look at that. It's out there forever.
Yeah, it does.
Light or medium is out there forever.
Follow the bouncing ball.
Yeah, and I'm stuck. Like it's got blocks on it. It's got chip. It's a.
Oh, does the medium one bounce too?
Medium, light, and medium do. Heavy doesn't because the heavy one goes full screen.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's not bouncing.
Well, like what if you started on one side of the stage?
Do heavy hail. Do heavy hail, and then I'll just jump it. Oh, well, one thing about hail actually to keep in mind is that if Glacius ever, if it goes off screen, it's gone. 100%.
Okay.
So if I ever make hail go off screen somehow, then it's gone. It's no longer there. So that's what you got to keep in mind.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hail is so annoying.
Is he still good? Or is he good, I should say?
I think he is. Yeah, he's definitely good. He has some problems, though, because of his height. Like, he stands very tall.
Yeah.
So some stuff works on him that's really annoying to deal with.
Okay.
And he's got to eat a lot of stuff. He doesn't have a dash forward or backwards, which hurts, but he has some matchups where he's still really good. Like Sabrewulf, Orchid, like certain Season 2 characters, they're like, man, I'm not getting in on this guy. It's really annoying.
Sweet.
Orchid was such a problem for such a long time, dude. This character was really great. She took about 15 nerfs, and now she's just really good instead of like ridiculous.
She used to just output damage like you couldn't imagine.
Yeah,
right?
she used to have like, she would do like a 1-chance break, air throw, and then just do shadow uppercut, and that was like 40%. And I was like, and into a knockdown situation where she gets grenade. This is the new move in Season 2. She pulls a grenade out of somewhere, and it is really good.
Is that
It's wherever
It's not
Birdie
unblockable.
gets
It's
the.
not unblockable.
It's wherever
a mid,
Birdie
too.
gets the donut
You
from.
can stand block
so-
it also. You can stand block it.
yeah.
It's a stand block. There's a lot of blocks on it though. I don't know if you like try to just hold up after you block
Sure.
it.
There's
Quite a bit. So like she has like option selects where she does like forward throw this and then Rekka. And if I go for that 50-50 on the Rekka, like overhead or low, it's safe. Because the grenade explodes,
right.
and so you have to guess. And so there's a lot of characters where she can OS like throw a grenade. If you uppercut my setup, grenade explodes. I quick rise, hit a button, you're screwed. That's one of the changes. Is that grenade is now a new move. It's back fierce. If I hold it, I can throw it full screen.
Oh, it's not even a special move. It's just
No,
a
back fierce.
Dang,
Command normal. Or I guess it's kind of like a special move still. But also throw it a hail. Just do light hail.
Oh, light hail.
It'll collide with projectile.
okay.
So it has a hitbox on it. And it has a timer on it, and I can throw it kind of far, so she can kind of do okay in certain zoning situations where she has this, right? Because that's a threat, but it's not great. It's just okay for that stuff. Another thing is just jump for me. Her air throw's now a recapture.
okay.
So that was something. She's one of the only other characters, and you can manual off of it. You don't have to auto double.
Okay.
It's pretty neat. So that was another change. She got like 15 damage output nerfs because they were just crazy. Crouching medium punch is a low now. This was not a low before. So outside of like crouching short range and sweep, she didn't have a low in Season 1. Yeah, the sweep is okay. It's interesting. She didn't have a low, so crouching medium punch is now a low. It doesn't. It looked like one always, but now it is, and that's a really big threat because she has overhead. And she has a low, and if you have a grenade out, you don't know what I'm gonna do. There's overhead, still explodes. I go low.
Makes sense.
Also, another thing that changed is overhead. It used to be throwable at the start. It wasn't airborne, so you could just stand tech out of it. That's not the case anymore. That was such a good fix. It was like, why does that happen?
That's important.
Another thing is that just block. So if I go for a Rekka, I'll block high.
Okay.
If you block it, I can shadow cancel. I can do it on hit too, but I can cancel into shadows. And since shadow moves are safe, if you have no meter, then that's a safe 50-50. So like, if you had no meter right there, you couldn't shadow counter that. Like that's safe. And I can also cancel into.
So if I shadow counter the second hit, you'll blow me up then, right?
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Even if you not even just shadow countering that. You can shadow counter that. I'm talking about the special the shadow move. You can't shadow counter that if you don't have meters. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Also, if you want to be really safe about it, you can just cancel into her shadow Rekka, and that pushes you full screen.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what that does. Also, you can hold that now in Season 2. That's new. It does more damage.
Oh
and
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't very often get a chance to charge that.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. It just pushes them full screen. That's pretty good damage too. So that is pretty much these two characters. Not a ton of changes.
Okay. Cool.
Can you shadow counter shadow moves? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, you can. We talked about that. Well, since they're safe, that was the way to deal with them.
Right. Okay.
Brought that up. Yeah. Man. Spinal. Oh, I feel bad that you might want to pick me Spinal.
Okay.
Because he's kind of all over. He's funky. This character's pretty.
So Shadow Jago is still just the.
He's
just Jago.
He's gonna become a new character.
Right, but not yet.
Not yet. In the future.
I like Fulgore.
Yeah, Fulgore was
I
pretty
remember
sick.
when this game first came out, I basically said, I forgot, I was thinking it was Bucktooth. I was like, if Fulgore's in the game, I will 100% play it. But he wasn't in there right away, and then by the time
took some
came
time.
out, by the time it finally came out, I forgot my Xbox One existed, and so, you know, it was like...
You and everybody else. For sure.
Okay.
Gotta make me human.
Oh, that's right. You know, I had remembered to do that. I remembered to do that until you said switch me to Spinal.
Yeah, I could tell you were like, I got this time.
Yeah, I was so ready to do that.
For sure in there. So, alright, let's start with Fulgore. His meter is a lot different this season. Previously, there wasn't this whole reactor business going on. So, your meter's fine. Wow, it is. You don't really have to show it. Because I think they'll actually, you know what? You can, just turn it to normal. So basically, his meter is completely overhauled the way it works. So in season 1, when you threw a fireball with him, if you hit Fierce, it threw 3. If you hit Medium Punch, it threw 2, and Light Punch was 1. Not the case anymore. Now they're normal, like Light Punch is slow, Fierce Punch is fast, you know. And you also notice as he's throwing more fireballs, he's losing his meter.
Yeah, all I have to do is tap another button and I can send 3 different speeds or the same speed. Like a jab, fierce.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
So but each extra one I throw takes up a chunk.
Okay, so he has Hakumen meter.
Yeah. You know, I did commentary for this game one time at the run back and people kept talking about pips and I made this great expectation pun.
Oh, nice.
And like there's anyone got that. There's no way.
I probably didn't get it. Yeah. I still don't get it. Great.
It's a book.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I like books, just, you know, this particular one, maybe next time. Alright, so, yeah, you see there, it's kind of building up as we talk about puns and stuff. It's slowly building up. So there's that thing spinning in the bottom left, you see there, little nuclear gauge. If he's just, it automatically spins no matter what's going on. And it's just kind of hanging out, right?
But it goes faster or slower sometimes?
It will go faster and slower. So, if you throw fireballs, you do lasers, or you teleport, it'll slow down. So lasers slow it down, fireballs slow it down, and teleport slow it down. So teleport's quarter circle back kick. So that slows it down. You can see it flashes red.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then fireballs. Just throw fireballs.
Can you make it stop if you do like enough teleports?
No. Just throw a bunch of fireballs until you're out of meter. That's a slow speed. Yeah, that's slowest speed possible.
Okay.
And you can also speed it up a lot. Anytime you connect with any attack on hit or block, you gain speed. And you can see it flashes yellow when it's going faster. So on hit or block, anything will go faster. So that's how that works. Another thing to keep in mind is actually another time
he also has the extra...
The triple.
The triple, right?
The triple speeds him up too. So he can do, instead of just auto doubles, if you hit the button again, you get a triple. That's one of his combo things. Both of these characters have that.
It's only on the same button though, right?
Same button, yeah. You can't change it up. That's season 2. We'll get there.
Okay.
But yeah, so triple. And that speeds it up. That gains him the most speed. Doing that gives him more speed than anything else. So that's at full speed. You can see he's getting a fireball every couple seconds there.
Right.
And even though he just don't throw any more fireballs. Look at it, you know, that's still a pretty decent speed. And season 1, it was all about charging. And if you didn't charge all match, you didn't gain any meter.
Right.
So there was times where you didn't have any meter all match, and that's really important. Another thing to keep in mind is that most characters have 2 shadow meters. Since he has 12 pips and 4 is the use of a meter, he has 3 super meters technically.
Actually, it's only 10, right?
Is it 10?
It's 10.
Oh, it is 10.
It is 10.
Is that still 4? I could have sworn it was.
No, it's only 10.
So he only has 2 shadow meters?
2.5.
2.5, huh? I could have sworn. No, you're right, yeah. Man, I'm bad at this game. So, let me get over you. Mine was so hard to do that. Yeah, he has 2.5 meters technically. Blew my mind. I didn't even know that. Interesting. I just learned something new. So yeah, another thing that'll slow you down actually if you get knocked down. Oh, that's not a knockdown anymore. That's right. It'll go red. So anytime you get knocked down, it slows down when you're getting up there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if he's on defense, he's not getting anything.
Right.
Yeah, he's not getting anything. He's just hanging out, which is really important. But if he gets going on offense, he's spinning. And if you probably could guess what his instinct does. It makes his full speed. The entire duration of his instinct is always full speed. No matter how many fireballs you throw, you're on full speed.
And also keep in mind, you can use the pips to cancel special into special. Right. So I can fireball, uppercut, I can fireball, teleport.
You know how many of those I ate from Vi in season 1?
Dude, right?
Yeah, I was like, you throw a bad fireball? No such thing with Fulgore.
Dude, that's all. This is what I mean. He killed people just by keeping them a screen away.
Yeah, I can
shooting
see him doing
lasers, fireball, uppercut, then fireball, teleport into throw.
Dude, just do his medium laser. Just do it. Look at that. Look at the
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
is
fast.
annoying, an annoying range. And if I jump, oh, I uppercut. Oh, great. I'm playing all kinds of footsies today. I'm not getting to play much. Yeah, and his whole game is about knockdown. He throws a fireball, teleports, and does a 50-50. It doesn't work, I'm out of there. Go back to the zoning. If it does work, oh, I'll just do it again. So another thing to keep in mind is that he gains do backdash and forward dash. So when these actually increase the more meter you like when you max out your meter there.
Oh really?
So do instinct again. So when you're now you can go. You have your ice skates on. We'll see it in a second. So he starts getting real fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he covers distance so quick, like forward dash, backdash, forward dash, backdash. He's so fast. He's out of there. I'm not chasing him down. Just start backdashing. Like he's gone, dude. He's out of there. So you can imagine with fireballs and like anti-airs, like you're never catching that guy.
Okay.
He's gone.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. His heavy punch laser is something that got changed in season 2. So of course, go back. You see, that used to go full screen. It used to hit like every
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So when he was the best character in the game for a couple months there, they're like, what do we change? Oh, maybe he should have a full screen anti-air laser that cost him nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that changed for him. The whole meter redone thing was something that needed to change too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot more intuitive this season, I think. Last season, it was a good idea.
And the only way he can do hype beam is in instinct now, right?
No, it used to be only instinct. Now he can do it whenever he wants.
As soon as he gets a full bar, right?
Quarter cycle forward, triple punch. All you.
Right.
Costs all the meter.
Wow,
It does
that's ridiculous.
30%. It only does 30%, but you see it adds on an extra 20 of white life.
Oh, yeah.
So then after that, he hits me, he throws fireball teleport. If I guess wrong on the 50-50,
Right.
60% is gone. Oh, shucks. And the thing about that devastation beam is you can just throw fireball, and then if they jump, you just cancel triple punch. Boom, devastation beam.
Oh.
Or
Or you
hype
can cancel
beam.
into instinct, right? Into hype beam?
You
or
don't
just-
have to have instinct to do it.
I can just cancel directly into it?
Yeah.
So I can just go...
And then do, well, that happens sometimes.
Right,
you get an extra fireball, but like
Okay.
no matter what you do, yeah, you can just cancel into it. Yeah, it's a weird input.
Okay.
But yeah, you can just can't like if I try to jump a fireball, that's always the trap. That was like a frame trap. It was like vanilla Ryu super trap. You jump a fireball, it's like great jump. You're dead. So it's like that sucks. It's really
It's just
annoying.
it's just later than I think it is.
Yeah, well,
probably.
even if you just threw a regular fireball, that would work. So it's really good. He's still a really strong character for sure. Doesn't get much better than 50-50s and zoning together.
Okay. What about Spinal?
This character, his big problem was always that without skulls, he was kind of whack. Is how I would describe him. I blocked it. Oh yeah, it gets white life on block too.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So that's the thing about him. Without skulls, he was pretty whack. So instead of just like being like, nah, you don't need the skulls, they made it so you get more skulls. It's easier to gain skulls. So if I just let me get rid of the skulls, I'll show you guys the ways to get them. They kind of changed. So just dash over. So one of the things is that any attack they made this pretty simple. Any attack that's green builds a skull.
Oh, okay.
So this anti-air, that is the color green. It builds a skull. And even if I do that as like a manual, I get a skull. So that's really good. Another thing is that his auto triples. You see that green? I gain a skull. So there you see I got another skull. That's 4. That's 5. Another thing is that if I have 0 skulls, which is actually why I drained it in the first place, but I forgot why I drained it, is that if you have no skulls, when you do a skull, it's just this. Any strength of it. It's always the same thing. But you can imagine that skull. It's
so
green.
it didn't hit before, right?
No,
You
it
just
did.
couldn't-
It still
oh,
hit.
okay,
It's just
okay,
you just
okay.
it doesn't do
Okay,
anything.
okay.
If you're colorblind, that you might not understand what I'm talking about. But those things are all green. Trust me. It's green.
So was the thing on Fulgore's head.
Yeah, the thing is green, and that's how they color coded it. Pretty easy, right? Oh, it's actually blue. Nah, you just ruined so many colorblind people's lives. They're like, I thought that was blue. I thought I knew how to do. Oh man,
You know,
James.
Keats is colorblind.
Oh, that's right, he is, yeah.
You know, he played Spinal in season 1. Maybe that's why he changed the colors. He was like, I can't see a damn thing. Maybe changing everything. So yeah, he also gains throws off, or gets it off a throw. That's there's a green fist that comes out. You know what's stupid?
There's so many sparks.
This is stupid. You see
Is that still an overhead?
Yeah, it's still an overhead.
Oh, that fireball coming down is an
It's an
overhead.
overhead. Yeah. So the way those fireball works is light punch is a low. It's a negative on block. So keep that in mind. Medium punch is a mid, but it's really plus. Like it's very plus on block. And as you probably guessed, overhead, it's an overhead.
Right.
And that still drains super meter if it hits you. And also it'll slow down his reactor.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough deal for Fulgore there.
This fight is rough, isn't it? For
Fulgore? It was not great in season 1. It's actually a little better now because of the yeah. But Spinal has been a problem for a long time.
But he also has one that he can drain your instinct, right?
Shadow version.
Only the Shadow version does that?
Shadow version drains your instinct, yeah. So the thing about Spinal now is that since he doesn't have to do Skull Ender all the time, because he does have an Ender that builds him skulls, right? Since he doesn't have to do that all the time, he just does the Juggle Ender and the Shadow Fireball, which isn't gonna work. Yeah, I totally dropped that. But if you have a level 1, it's really hard to juggle off of. But so now he doesn't have to rely on doing Skull Ender all the time, so he can just keep draining your instinct. So if he does Shadow Fireball, regular Fireball, and then a setup, like he'll actually gain the meter back from that he used. So he's just a mix-up machine. Like you can imagine in the corner you saw when I did forward throw like that, it's really dumb. If I get a hard knockdown in the corner or whatever, I can do like up skull and then teleport behind or in front. It's like, all right, well, time to guess. And then if you guess right on that, I can go low, I can go overhead, I can throw you back into the corner, and then do this. Oh yeah, that sucks. That's a rough deal.
What
is that really unblockable then?
I think it's like you can technically block it.
It's hard to blockable, yeah.
I've done it a couple times.
What does that blue skull do that's circling?
It just means I'm getting my meter drained.
Yeah, so you see the big gold one, that's instinct. And then this one is the little one is Shadow Meter. The blue one's for Shadow Meter, the gold one's for instinct. And you can stack it, so like I can just do this, and then that's 2. So I'm draining a ton of instinct, which you can't see because it's draining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking a ton of instinct. And so Spinal will oftentimes, you'll see sequences where he has instinct for like 30 or 40 seconds. Where he's just like, it's a shame if you ever got
he steals your
instinct.
instinct.
He steals it. Oh, no. It's he drains it from you and it comes to him, which is why I said, like, if you get hit in the corner by 3 or 4 mix-ups, you'll end the round, you'll have no meter and no instinct, and he'll have full instinct and full meter. And you're like, so I just lost the life bar, and I have no meter and instinct. This is a good fight.
Didn't he also gain dash canceling with his skulls or something?
He did,
like
yeah.
that?
So that was one of the things he gained. So if he has the skull and he does any normal, he can hit forward and cancel it into his run. Because his forward dash is a run.
Right.
So as long as I'm doing that, I can run. So you can imagine that's pretty good when I do stuff like, so if I'm doing stuff like, you can get a mix-up that's really good off of this, run, and a throw. So what if now I do, try to tech it. Oh, it's a shame if that was a 50-50 all the time, because stand roundhouse in a run is really plus. And that's definitely a bummer to eat. Or I can just do dive kick, he has a dive kick.
What about, is stand roundhouse into dash and then block, is that safe?
Yeah. Oh, this is plus. There was stand roundhouse rank, like hold up after, block this.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, he's plus, so I'm definitely safe. And I
can
just
hold up. You hold up as well.
Yeah, you guys should both.
Oh, that's a good.
Get a skull. Get a skull.
Well, I have to run forward first, but he'll always have advantage as far as like the normal goes. So like if I just he can't.
Oh yeah, I
he's not
jump.
jumping.
I couldn't jump. Yeah.
And so that's really good. And he can do stuff like combos, so just don't block. So what's his overhead? So I can combo that.
That's nice. Okay.
So yeah, run cancel combos, totally a thing, and it makes breaking hard because if he does like a manual, he can run cancel the manual and do another manual. It's pretty tough. He can do combos that normally don't work, and his overhead, which is normally only special cancelable, run cancel and do something like that.
Sure.
It's really good.
Okay.
So yeah, run cancels. Definitely a pain to deal with, really strong. That was one of the changes I think was really good for him. His crouching medium kick used to be a sweep. Used to be one of those things where his crouching heavy kick's not a sweep, so they made his crouching medium kick a sweep. Now it's just a low and an attack. It's really good. He didn't have a low from that far besides slide, which is really unsafe.
So does he not have a sweep?
No sweep.
Just the slide then, right?
Yeah, just the slide. Which is, he has other ways to knock you down and get mix-ups that are right. Oh yeah, the only other thing I had on here was actually... that he got damage nerfs throughout the season because he was just doing too much. That was it. That's the Spinal change.
Okay.
So that's the season 1 characters.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
My notes are done.
Cool. Nice.
Alright, so let's do... You want to take a break and then we'll come back and we'll do the season 2 characters. I mean, we'll probably have to try to go through them pretty quickly as well, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, but... Alright, we'll be right back then.
Okay.